Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Benny Childs, founder of the Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community, and I'm back with another inspirational video. Before we get into it, please always remember that there are risks involved when trading Forex. Please don't trade any money that you cannot afford to lose. All right. Also, keep in mind that I am not a licensed professional. I am just a Forex trader sharing my experiences and my knowledge with my reach. All right. With that being said and understood, let's get into it. All right. I'm gonna take you over to MT4 and shirt's all sleepy. Just been kind of lounging today. But all right, let's take a look at MT4. I'll do my pair watch as well. It's okay, babe. I'll be done in a second. Um, my three trades, one, two, three, GBP NZD, Euro NZD, and gold are all in profit. All right, you guys can head over to the trading view. Um, uh, my trading view profile and check out the trade ideas that I published. But let's go ahead and do this pair watch. All right, it's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, and so this is a time where we come to the charts and we see if we have any setups for the um, workflow trading system. All right. So let's see. I am. All right. All right, cool, cool. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so taking a look at GBPI, we don't have a setup. We had a setup earlier today, earlier this week on Monday. Dropped down at the 50, pulled back up to a area of interest, and currently it is pushing down. Uh, all right, awesome. So let's take a look at GBP CAD. What is it, son? Okay. All right, GBP CAD. We don't have a setup. We had a setup on Friday for our workflow trading system. GBP Swiss, nothing right now. GJ, nothing right now. GBP NZD, we entered in on, we went ahead and entered in on this trade, and so we're going to try to ride this to the next exhaustion square, all right, or to the next area of interest. All right, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe I was shooting for this one, and this should be about 116. All right, so it's showing at 118 pips. Okay, I do have a stop loss in, so I'm risking 82 pips to try and gain 120 pips. All right, Euro odd. We do have a setup forming, all right, but we don't have all of our entry rules have not been met. All right, if you're new to the channel, the entry rules are exhaustion square, directional arrow, color changing candle, match that color changing candle up with the TDI where you want the green to have crossed the red and the yellow. All right, we go ahead and get in. Okay, and doing that will give us a higher probability of a successful trade. In this case, originally we would have went down for 62 pips. So if you were doing like 10 pips, 20 pips, 50 pips a day, that goal would have been reached. We did get a pullback, but then we got to push all the way down to about 83 pips before the next exhaustion square um, pulled up, and you could just go ahead and get out right there. Okay. Even though this exhaustion square could repaint, just go ahead and get out once that pops up on this on your screen, and that candle closes. Just go ahead and get out and take your pips. All right, we don't have to be too greedy. All right, Euro NZD, same thing. Follow the rules. Exhaustion square, directional arrow, color changing candle, line that color changing candle up with the TDI, and the green was crossed below the red and the yellow. All right, and so of course we would have gotten in there, but I came in late and got in about 24 pips after our entry rules were met, but it's all good because we're in profit right now. So we'll just keep riding that. GU is forming a possible trade for us, but we just want to wait for the entry rules to be met. All right, still waiting for the entry rules to be met with the Aussie versus the US dollar. Okay, Euro USD. We have a possible trade forming there. Into the USD, it's gone too far for us to try to jump in and take that trade. So I would just wait for the next exhaustion square if you're going to trade this workflow trading system. All right. So with USD CAD, we do also have a setup forming. We do have a directional, excuse me, we have an exhaustion square. We do have a color changing candle. Just need to wait for that directional arrow, and of course make sure we get a color change candle to line up down at the TDI with the green crossing the red and the yellow. Let's take a look at US oil. US oil has we're almost there. We do have uh, exhaustion square, directional arrow, but no color changing candle, so of course we will wait on that. Same thing, USD Swiss. We're still waiting on a color changing candle that's gonna make the or where the green also correlates over the red and the yellow as well on the TDI. USD JPY. We missed that train. Let's see, did we miss that train? I mean, obviously, it has been going down, but I don't really see a clear spot to get in. Maybe this counter would have, you know, would have gotten in on this counter candle, but of course, again, we do see the green is kind of coming back up there. So I like to have clear and visible crossing. Okay, clear and visible crossing before I get in. Gold looks like it's setting up. I wouldn't count on this being a total reversal. All right, just because I think gold is really really strong now. Um, Although gold has and is making all new higher highs, so at some point it's gonna have to come down and correct itself. How much it's gonna come down and correct itself, we don't know. All right, so really gold. Um, it's a time for us just to kind of, when you get a decent amount of profit, you're gonna want to go ahead and move your stop loss. So um, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm kind of hoping against the trading system when it comes to gold. All right, the Dixie. We do have a potential trade forming. We just need to wait for more of the entry rules to be met. S&P 500. We do see where we're getting a possible trade to form here. Just need to wait for the rest of the entry rules to be met. Um, Amazon, I missed the train on this. I've been wanting to buy Amazon, um, and it kind of took a little bit of a break from trading, focusing on my other businesses. But I could have made time. I could have made time for Amazon. So uh, I would probably go ahead and maybe mark this as an area of interest when it comes to Amazon. So we're looking at, let me see, this is very different than trading view, but it's all good. Let's see if we can see. All right, so uh, be looking for that to break the 3349.36 level. Um, Break it, retest it, and give us a confirmation um, to to buy. That's just um, a more. Hey, what's going on, Debo? No. What happens with gold is pretty much like the stock markets, like S&P 500s. I think, if I'm not mistaken, S&P 500 will stop trading around 4:15, 4:30, and that's Eastern Standard Time, and then start back like itching and moving later on in the evening, and then really pick up at 9:30. So gold is kind of like that too. It's 5 o'clock, so it'll be a little bit after before it starts back moving. All right. So, but yeah, on Amazon again, I would thank you so much. Thank you so much for your question. By the way, thank you. Um, Amazon, probably safe to say, hey, if you're looking at this on a 4 hour chart, then to get in on the break, the retest and confirmation of 3349.36. Um, and then the Ethereum, something that I just started watching because I also do Forsage, which is pretty cool. It's a pyramid, if you will, so but with crypto. So Forsage is a thing where you you sign up under someone, and you make you basically you're just buying and buying and buying Ethereum, and the more people you get up under you, um, it passes up. So it's not too bad. I'm along the lines with everybody else. I kind of don't like pyramid type things, but this one was pretty dope, especially if you have a family. Um, Something that I was thinking about doing with the Forsage is I set up an account. I get my wife to sign up under me. I get my mom to sign up under my wife, get my dad to sign up under my mom, and just kind of make it just a big circle. They really sell it as a what is that thing called? The African savings, like, community savings thing. It's called Susu. It's like they really sell it as like a Susu type thing, but with crypto. So it's pretty cool. But I'll do a video on that. I kind of have some videos posted on the channel talking about it, but I'll do a video myself. Got it. My phone just stopped on one amount, and my computer stopped on a different one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's probably, yeah. In that case, it probably is. Like I said, it probably has stopped for the day, and it'll start back up a little later this evening. But yeah, you probably just a glitch in between the two devices, but or delay in between the two devices. But okay, so that is the pair watch. Now let me jump you guys over to Trading View. Trading View is where I like to be at nowadays, because I can chart with you guys, and I see a lot of people going the whole trading view narrative opposed to the Forex narrative, because it kind of keeps people out of your business too. I mean, depending upon how successful of a trader you are, you really don't want people knowing how much money you're making and all that good stuff. Um, and just being able to, for me, just being able to watch someone and be able to tell that they know what they're talking about, and them being able to call out trades, and the trades are successful. That's enough for me. That is enough for me. Some people get mad if people are using like demo accounts. I wouldn't care because it, a trade is a trade. If you're able to call it on the demo account, then you can call it, on, whoever is watching can call it on a live account, or you can trade it on a live account. But anyway, I like the trade of view. The trade of view just seems more official, right? But yeah, so let's jump over here to trading view, and then plus I just like the workflow of the tools. Like I like the tools here on TradingView opposed to MetaTrader 4. But anyway, um, looking at this 4 hour gold is looking looking pretty decent. Um, it did come up, create create a resistance right here at what is that? Let's see. 2066.84, and I want to say 2070.55. Um, so that's off of that wig. Um, it was then tested and they pushed back here. So, but I'm looking to try to catch a runner on this gold. I know it's gonna have to pull back to the 13 EMA, or it's gonna have to pull back um, to an area of interest. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. If you see how down here or right here, it just kind of left the 13 EMA, and then just kept coming up, and then it pulled back. All right. Um, but oftentimes, we say, hey, it's pulling back to the 13 EMA, no, or it's pulling back to an EMA. No, the EMA is only there because price has closed to make it be there. So it's not that the charts are actually pulling back to the EMA. It's just that that is where the calculations have led the EMA and the chart to be at the same time. So, but if you actually look here, here is an area of interest. All right, it's a doji, and usually what I like to do is I like to grab the whole doji. But you can see in all actuality, it wasn't necessarily pulling back to the 13 EMA, but it was pulling back towards this area of interest. All right, you can call it a stop hunt. You can call it a order fill. Whatever you want to call it. But I believe it was a stop hunt. All right, but it, it actually pulled back to this area of interest. All right, even here when it kind of left the EMA, it's not pulling back to the EMA. Okay, it's pulling back to. Oops, that's the wrong one. It's pulling back to this area of interest. And so for me, like I said, guys, I'm just gonna switch back over to MT4. All right, like I said, this is where I was at, and the indicators and things of that nature. Um, but I learned again accumulation and distribution, and that is now what I teach. I kind of use this trading system now as the bells and whistles, because I know people like indicators. People like to think that the computer is doing their work for them. But whenever you go through my training, I'm teaching you that, hey, if you're going to use this indicator, you're using it to confirm to the indicator that it is working properly. So it's nothing wrong with indicators. It's just that it's like the calculator in the mind thing. Yes, you can run calculations with the calculator, but at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, you want to be able to process those calculations in your mind, because what happens if that the battery runs out of the calculator? What happens if the calculator breaks? What happens is if someone steals it, all right? And so now you've put all your trust and your confidence in this device that you can no longer use, all right? But in all actuality, if you take out a pencil, all right, and a sheet of paper, you can start doing the calculations there. If you don't have a pencil and a sheet of paper, you can draw in the sand. If you're someplace, if you're on a boat or something like that, you don't have pencil, you don't have paper, you don't have sand to draw on, you can use your mind, all right? And so ultimately, we want to be able to use our mind. So I use this system to draw people in, but in all actuality, I'm weaning you off of the indicators. All right, trying to wean you off of the indicators, but because again, we want to be able to trade. Let me switch you guys back over to trader view. We want to be able to trade like this. All right, um, here we want to be able to trade like this. Okay, all we have is our chart. And if all we have is our chart, then again, when we're looking at the EMA, now the EMA is there, all right, and yeah, we may think that, oh, the EMA is pulling back, or the chart, the bars are pulling back to the EMA. But if you take that EMA off, what is the chart pulling back to? Areas of interest, all right? So um, yeah, we can, we don't need it. We just need to figure out how to see these institutional areas of interest. All right. Even if you don't have an understanding of what's going on in the background about orders and things of that nature, and the long positions that they have, the short positions that they have, that they'll let run for months on end. All right. Even if you don't have that knowledge, you can say, "Oh, okay, this is a good area of interest. Let me see how the market responds to that." Okay, so um, and that's looking at gold. That's at the 4 hour. If we drop down to the 1 hour, we do have. Um, did I do that on the 1 hour? Let me see if it's something lower. Okay, this is on a 15-minute area of interest from yesterday. But it came up, it responded. Okay, it was in between two areas of interest. Came up, bounced back down, went back up, consolidated. All right, it finally broke through, retested, and gave us a confirmation here. All right, I got in a little early because I think I dropped down to the 5 minute chart, but it broke through that area of interest. It retested the area of interest and gave us a confirmation. All right, and it went back up, came back to retest again or to stop hunt, all right, to start to trigger in some sell orders, all right, get the rest of these sell orders that were inside of this area of interest, okay, and it kept going, all right, and so now, even on the 15-minute chart, um, you know, you can take this hidden area of interest, if you want right here. Of course, I wouldn't draw it like that, but you can. I would draw it like this. Okay, and you can just see how the market is reacting, how it's responding to that, and so we're just waiting for that to push through. Again, my thought is that gold will continue to go up because people are buying gold, right now, especially here in the U.S. Not a lot of um, trust and confidence, in the U.S. dollar. But can even take a look at the Dixie, and we can see that the Dixie has been going down. Here, let's take a look at the monthly chart on the Dixie. It has been a while, all right? It has been a while taking a look at the Dixie. Let's take an overall look. See how far back trading view goes, and then plus, I mean, look at this. It's been on a downtrend for like the longest, man. Let me see. This is November 1st of 85. I mean, since since November of 85, I was about 3 years old. Since November of 85, um, the dollar has been going down. So here we take a look at the trend line. Let's do this because, well, it's not going to extend all the way out because hold on one second. I have the magnet on. So let's do it like this. Since November of 85, like, look at the US dollar. It's been going down. All right, yes, we have this. It's currently on an uptrend, currently, but the overall sentiment, it's been going down since 85. All right, and I would say since April, April of 2011, it's been, making, a correction as best as it can. But anyway, I'm just saying that I think that gold is going to continue to go up. So that's just my thought. Maybe this NFP may bring about a correction, and I may not be smart holding gold, but I'm just going to give it a shot. Okay, because there have been plenty of NFPs, you know, along the way. So I'm in on a buy on gold right now. I think I got in at a decent uh, spot. A better spot would have been somewhere down here, but you got to get in somewhere, right? So, um, okay, guys. So that's it. I just wanted to come and do this pair watch for you guys. You guys who may be following um, the workflow trading system. You may be following this. So I wanted to start back and do these pair watch for you guys just to try to help you with your trading. All right, on the 4 hour. So, hey, look at GJ. GJ, exhaustion square, directional, color changing candle, and the green is below the red and the yellow. So, of course, this is a 4 hour. So, this this candle started at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I wouldn't just get in just yet. Wait for that candle to close down, um, and maybe see if um, you can either take partial profit at 137.104 or just move your stop loss to break even, all right? And just let it ride until you get your next to the next exhaustion square. All right? So, but that's GJ. So, if you're following this on GJ, wait for this candle, this 4 hour candle to close, which it will close at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if it closes as a color changing candle, okay, that when you align it up with the TDI, the green is below the red and the yellow, I would take this short. I would take this short, and Again, see if we can get down to 137.117. Okay, see if you can get, take profit, take partial profit, move your stop loss to break even. At the very least, move your stop loss to break even. Move your stop loss to break even, or take partial profit. Don't leave, don't you don't have to leave money on the table. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be it for me right now. Hey, I may be back at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who knows? It just depends on what the family is doing, so, and how much work I might have to get done. So, but I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope, hey, maybe it brought some type of clarity to your trading. Feel free to reach out. You can reach me at the teach me to fish effects at gmail.com, or head over to the teach me to fish effects.com, and you can find all of the ways you can connect with us. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And as always, please remember, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, happy pip fishing. Bye bye.